Okay, so if you've been watching my videos, it probably feels like, at least for me, it's been feeling like a continuation of really the same video, and I'm already long-winded enough as it is. So this will be a little different. I've been waiting for the item to come in, which is my, well, it's my Game Boy Advance, what do you want to call it? It's not an EverDrive, it's a Omega EzFlash, I guess the Omega, or the EverDrive competitor. So I bought the Omega EzFlash, which you'll see, let's see here, got my Power Rangers card here, and the Omega EzFlash, and they're about the same size. And the big thing I liked about this, and the reason I went with it, well, one, it was a lot cheaper, and I went with the risk of it because I didn't see any really bad reviews on it, and also the fact that it's the same size. I believe the EverDrive 5X at this moment is out, and that one's a little taller, and it's not a flush fit. And the X7 or 7X or whatever, I've seen rumors about it online where that's going to be flush too. But at twice the price of this one, I didn't really want to go that route. And even on, let's see here, let's grab my DS Lite. So with the DS Lite, you'll see I can pop it in here and it sticks out. Well, that's how it would be with the EverDrive on all the Game Boy Advances. But there's a nice little feature here. It came with an adapter that will allow you to make it the same size as the blank that goes in there when you don't have a game in there, so you can keep it flush. And the reason I use that one to show is with the original DS, the big brick here, that one actually took a full-size cartridge, and you'll see that that is flush in there. And that's actually what I was looking for, because there will be kind of a continuation to this video, and that'll be with my Game Boy Advance. It's going to get a new shell. I actually already used my Lithium Batteries AA's in here that I had a video a while back on. They've been working really good, especially in controllers and stuff, but they've been working good in here. And I didn't want it sticking out of there, so that's nice and flush there too. Some of the other things about it that I liked was I have the Revo K101 Plus, and I'm not sure if you can get these anymore on Amazon. If you can, I'll put a link in the description. But this one was pretty cool because it actually played Game Boy Advance cartridges, and the screen looked great on it, but there was a little latency, nothing that bothered me, but I could see where some people had bothered. Great feel though with the layout on it, very similar to what you would experience with the Game Boy Advance and Game Gear. When I took the cart out of here, well, first thing when I put the SD card, micro SD card in here, I just put a dump on there. I didn't organize it or anything other than console, so like GB, GBA, and NES. And it was slow going into the folder with that much dumped onto it, but once you were in there and you picked your game, it was fine. When I pulled the cartridge out of my Revos, and then you'll see this came with the K101 Plus. It doesn't work in other Game Boys though, just that one. But when I pulled the card out of here, even though it has Sega games and everything on there, it's organized into folders. And I put it into here, and it worked great because I had it broken down into folders. It didn't have as much to read, so it was easier for it to get in and read the files and stuff in there. I did try the Sega games and everything, PC Engine and stuff. It didn't work, but I had to give it a try. But other than that, I mean, I've talked about it in other videos. This is my favorite layout of any of them. It's one of the things that actually made this such a, the 101 Plus, such a easy choice for me to buy. But I want hardware. And I want cartridges. I made comments before about how physical media is going away, unless you stay with retro. When I say that, I mean going forward in the future. Even on the Switch, you're getting updates and stuff that once you do that, once you have to have an update to patch a game, it's no longer your game anymore, unless it can function without that patch. But a lot of games nowadays, like when you buy an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 game, you're just buying a disc that basically makes you put it in as a key because you downloaded the whole thing, which at that point you might as well have downloaded it, because if you own multiple consoles, then you can play it on multiple consoles without having to worry about a disc. Otherwise, you got to worry about a disc. So they're pushing you out of it, which sucks too, because they don't give you a discount for buying digital. But yeah, so far I've been extremely happy with this, and I do recommend it. It's a really good device. I mean, as for how you're going to dump all your Game Boy Advance games and everything, you know, especially if you have your Kim Possible here, you got to get that dumped on there. Actually, kind of a fun game. You know, that's up to you to figure out, but other than that, I haven't run into anything I haven't liked about it yet, and I do apologize for any of the cuts and anything in the video. Every time I was trying to do the film down here with my camera, I just started playing the games, which got very distracting. So, but other than that, you know, like I say, links, the description has all the links to the product. You are helping out the channel. If you do decide to buy anything and you go through there, it doesn't cost you any extra if you're going to buy it anyways, but it does help us out. Like, share, leave a comment. Thanks.